Hello and welcome to another video with me, Christian Rauchenwald. Now in today's video I'm going to take a closer look at Eagle Network, an application similar to Pi Network, B Network and some other things I reviewed recently that aims to become a new cryptocurrency and that you can run on your phone, and simply by pushing a button once per day you get coins credited that you can then eventually use in the future once the project becomes a real cryptocurrency. Now the big question is the project legit and worth your time? And I'm going to do my best to make it very clear for you if that's the case or not. We're going to start by taking a look at the application itself. So I'm going to put it up here. And as you can see, once you're logged in the application, it actually reminds us a lot of Pi or B Network. We have a button here and mining sessions for 24 hours. So once you push that button, you receive 1 Eagle per hour for the next 24 hours, and then you'll have to push the button again. And if you want to receive more Eagle per hour, you should invite new users. Now, in general, that's obviously not a bad approach because every cryptocurrency, in order to succeed, needs a lot of active users. So having a referral system and giving rewards to users that bring in new users actually makes sense. And since there's no investment involved, so you don't have to pay $100 or $1,000 to even get started or something like that, theoretically, one could say there's no risk and you may just give it a try. However, let's proceed and look at other aspects of the app. If we click on the center here where we see our mining rate, it takes us to a screen that explains how much we currently earn and also explains different ways of earning. And that reminds me a lot of Pi Network. It's pretty much a copy because you are a miner. You can eventually set up something like a security circle. You can earn more by basically inviting more users, and eventually you can run a node to increase your mining rate. All of that is okay so far because B Network copied the same stuff and just renamed it from Pi Network, so I didn't judge them for it, so why should I judge Eagle Network for it? Now if we go back, there are a few other aspects. First of all, if we scroll down on the home screen, we can see that they also will halve the mining rate as they go and reach more users. And we also see a new section similar to B Network. Now, besides that, the app offers a history section like B Network that shows you how many coins you earned in the past, and a team section is also similar to B Network, and a more section with more features. Now, one thing that's different here from the other networks we reviewed is that you have a spinner event. So once per day you can spin this wheel and you basically receive a random amount of extra Eagle coins, which kind of gamifies the app more and tries to get users to use it more often. If we go back to the home screen, we actually, however, come to one very crucial aspect of the app and of this review of the app. On top, we can see that I'm currently active. I'm a nest, so it's like a level that you can have, and I earn 1 Eagle per hour. And there is this suspicious upgrade button, and when I click on it, you can see that I can actually upgrade my mining. So I could say I want to upgrade to 12 Eagles per hour for a year. And upgrade method would be with Google Pay. So I would have to pay $2.99 to increase my mining rate. And that's a huge alarm sign for me personally. Like apps like Pi Network, B Network and so on, yes, they may generate revenue through advertising in their apps to pay for servers or whatever else they need. And while Pi Network is already far progressed and I consider it highly unlikely that the project fails at this point, B Network in comparison is so early that it's hard to say if the project will actually succeed or not. However, both those projects don't provide you with any way to spend your money, whereas Eagle Network clearly aims to get you to upgrade and spend money so they can probably profit from that. It's only one of the warning signs. One could argue that the development of a cryptocurrency and so on is expensive, but since all the other applications are able to fund themselves with advertising revenue, I don't see why this network shouldn't do the same and why they suddenly ask for money. So if I were just to look at the app and not the white paper, which we're going to do in a second, I would say this app is a scam, stay away from it, and better use your time and mine Pi coins, which are close to the finish line and will likely succeed. Maybe mine B coins if you want to have some long-term bet. Consider using TimeStope. All those projects are way more serious compared to what I've seen in this app so far. So the Eagle Network app definitely looks nice and pretty much takes the best features from Pi Network and B Network into one application and adds even on top with their daily spinner. But the fact that they ask you or provide you with an option to pay money just to get more of their currently non-existing coins is a huge red flag. But I'm obviously not going to judge them and make my final conclusion just based on the app. Let's take a look at the Eagle Network website and at their white paper. One of the first things we notice when we check the website is that the iOS link doesn't work, so there's currently no iOS version, which is another red flag for me because the verification process to get your app approved in the Apple App Store is way stricter than it is in the Google Play Store. So if there is no iOS application, it's another red flag. Now, one of those things alone, so the fact that they ask for money or the fact that there is no iOS application, is not enough to say it's a scam. But obviously, the more red flags we encounter, the more likely it becomes that it is a scam. Now, we're going to click on the Get It on Google Play Store button and basically scroll down and look for the permissions of the app, which we can do here. And here we could actually see something that speaks for the app. They do not ask for any unnecessary permissions. And even if you were worried about using the app on your phone, you could just, like I do it, install BlueStacks on your computer and run the app in the virtual BlueStacks application, so on a virtual phone where there's none of your actual data that you have on your real phone. However, again, like they really don't ask for a lot of permissions, which is a positive sign of the application. And now that we've checked that, we can actually go back to the website. Now, on the websites of such projects, the first thing I usually like to do is scroll down all the way and check for legal information. Now, it's nice that they have a privacy policy and the terms of service, and we're going to start by opening the terms of service. And here we are going to look for who's behind the project by simply skimming through the texts. And we can see can we see it somewhere? In the disclaimers that there is apparently an Egon coin and automated chain ink, so that should be the company behind it. And we're just going to open that in Google for later, and we basically go back to the website, close the terms, and take a look at the white paper. Now, the white paper of a cryptocurrency is really a crucial element. Even if it's not detailed in the beginning and basically changes over time, it still shows you the general idea of a project and how much effort the people behind it actually put into getting it started and off the ground. So what we want to do here, I have to admit I already did it before, so I'm not going to be as surprised as you. But we're going to scroll down a little bit and, for example, come to this paragraph here, copy the first sentence, go to Pi Network, where I already opened the white paper, and search for it. And we can see, voila, this whole paragraph here, if I copy it and go back here, matches the whole paragraph here. And we can do the same with the next paragraph here, which may not match because it's probably not an identical copy, but in this case it is. And we can even continue further, and we go further down and try different things. Now, that paragraph here is probably not in the Pi Network white paper, but it also points out one thing we saw in the app, the mining upgrades, which is something, again, I hugely dislike and which is a huge red flag for me. But let's check further. So it's not just AppCoin or cryptocurrency. I don't think that's in Pi Network because their white paper is more professional, but let's keep looking. So fixed supply, Bitcoins, simple. Also not here. Let's see if we find fixed supply. Actually, it's here. So here it's just formatted different. Fixed supply, Bitcoin's economic model is simple. There will only ever be. Here, fixed supply, Bitcoin's model is simple. Bitcoin distribution. Yeah, same from here. And inverted means uneven. Let's see if we find that as well. Yes, we find it, but it's actually here. Inverted means uneven. But you get the idea. As you can clearly see, most of the Eagle Network white paper is likely simply copied from Pi Network, maybe slightly rephrased, maybe they even added a paragraph of their own or something like that, but mostly they just replaced Pi with Eagle Network in their white paper. However, I think at this point we've already seen enough red flags, and the only positive sign that we noticed was that the app doesn't require unnecessary permissions. At this point, it's very clear to me, or my opinion is, that this app is purely a waste of your time aiming to generate revenue from people that are more or less dumb enough in quotes to buy the boosting features, and probably from advertising within the app, which is something I did not encounter during my brief usage of the app, but something that it's likely there, considering that other projects also show ads in their apps to basically finance their progress. Now, if you're already using Eagle Network or you're now disappointed that it's not worth your time, I recommend that you either check the card up here. I'm going to put a couple of videos there that might interest you with projects that I consider legit, or that you simply go to my channel and check some of my latest videos, because I'm constantly reviewing things, but I'm not only focusing on things that I think are a scam, but I'm also sharing things that I think are worth your time. And if you're looking for something that can already make you money now without you waiting a couple of years for the project to become reality, I also recommend that you check the videos in the card up here that will show you a few methods of how you can earn a few dollars extra without any effort on your phone or on your computer, simply by running an app. And as always, if you have any questions, if you disagree with my assessment, if you have more information that I might have missed in this review, please leave it in the comments down below, or use the link in the description to jump on our Discord server and discuss the project there with me. Thanks for watching. See you in one of my other videos. Till then, bye bye.